2, 3. Everything ain't what it seems. I wave my hands and I got you. And you feel so fly assisting me. But now it's my turn to watch you. I ain't gon' stop you. If you wanna grab my neck, talk sexy to me like that. Just do what I taught you, girl, when I give you my heat. And I need you to push it right back.
Boy Rome 300 is back again to do another fragrance review. I told you I was gonna put another one out. Now this one is none other than Guerlain's Middle Eastern exclusive, well, one of the 3 of their exclusive Middle Eastern fragrances, Nacree du Désert. And like you guys saw in the presentation, they cut no corners on how these bottles are crafted. Just a superb, thick, beautiful presentation. And the glass making, very simplistic, but also very elegant at the same time. But once again, what we here for? We're not here about the bottle. We're here about the juice inside. So let's get to it, baby. This right here, this fragrance, is one of the sweetest rose fragrances I've ever come across, and I fell in love with it. As simple as that. I fell in love with this fragrance the minute I smelled it. I went to the Guerlain boutique in Saks Fifth Avenue here in Chevy Chase, Maryland, and got a sample. Bought a sample for about a month. Went back, got another sample. Wore that for about another month. I was gonna take my time and say, I'm not gonna buy this, I'll wait. But the lady at the store told me that this fragrance isn't going to be available for very long. It was an exclusive, so they only had a certain amount of bottles made. So that kind of, frightened me a little bit, and I didn't want to miss out. So I went to actually purchase the fragrance, and they didn't have any. So I called the store in Vegas, and they said that is true. This is a limited edition, a limited run. So when they do run out, they're not making anymore. And that's what you had to tell me. I gave my credit card right there. Give me a bottle. And that's what I did. Man, I got this thing home immediately. Went out that Friday night to dinner with my wife. Then I think we went to a lounge, sprayed up. Man, you talking about feeling like a boss? You talking about feeling sophisticated? Feeling like no one can touch me? I was already swagged out the way I look. And I'm not trying to sound conceited at all, but I threw it on that night, excuse me. But to top it off with this rose fragrance, man, I know no one can even mess with me. Let me tell you a little story. I went out with my wife that night, and I was talking to some girl. This guy decided to wear a pair of really expensive shoes. If you know Giuseppe's, they're like $900 to $1,000 for a pair of sneakers. I saw this guy wear a pair of those in the store. Excuse me, not the store, in the lounge you went to. And they were all white. And I was speaking to this girl, I said, I can't believe this dude is wearing these sneakers. She came close to me, she was like, what do you mean? I said, those sneakers are $1,000, he's wearing them. She was like, wow, I would never wear that. She was like, wait, is that you? I was like, what do you mean? She said, oh my God, you smell so good. Now her man was standing like 2 feet away from her. And her say that, I almost got in a fight with a guy because his girl smelled me and was like, wow, you smell really good. That smells sexy on you. I really almost got in a fight because of the fragrance. This right here. It's crazy. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen to everybody, but he got, I guess, upset because she, not flirting, but, gave me a compliment and not a way that he enjoyed it. Just a little story. That was funny. That happened tonight. But this fragrance is a thick, very simplistic in note type fragrance, but it's a thick, heavy fragrance. It's oud, rose, saffron, and I'm not sure what else is in here. I think, what else is in here? It's oud, rose, saffron, patchouli, and I think benzoin. Yes, that's literally how the combination of the fragrance is. The notes are, and I'll read them out to you. There's no top, middle, or base notes. None of that. It's just straight up. It's patchouli, saffron, benzoin, rose, and oud. That's the combination. Very simple, but all those are kind of really heavy notes. There's nothing soft about that. And Middle Eastern fragrances are known to be heavy. And that's ironic because it's always like really hot there. I mean, right? It's always hot in the Middle East. So you think they would wear, you know, thick fragrances like that. But hey. What I get from this, honestly, is rose, oud, patchouli. A very floral, earthy, thick, woody fragrance. Oud is very noticeable in this fragrance, but the rose patchouli combination with the earthiness and the floral notes, something in there, and I think I have to kind of give it to the saffron and benzoin that makes it sweet, but I get it from the rose, and I don't know why. The rose smells sweet to me. It's not the saffron, it's not the benzoin that has that, you know, thickness to it, but it's sexy. This is, to me, a sexy fragrance. If a woman wore this, I would immediately say, wow, you smell good. She smells sexy. But when I wear it, I just feel, you know, like a boss. And I mean, it just makes me feel so confident that I can just go out anytime, and it does sound conceited sometimes when I say it, but I just know that it's going to radiate off of me in a way that people are going to notice and enjoy the fragrance also. It's not harsh. It's a very smooth fragrance, but also very thick. That's what makes me think this is a great fragrance for the fall winter time, and that's why I'm wearing it now. You can see I kind of put a little dent in it already. I've already used about 5 mils of this, and I think I purchased this in July, but nonetheless, it's just a beautiful fragrance. Where would I wear this? Like I said, I'm always on the road. I'm always doing comedy. So I usually go like after parties or meet and greet parties, and I'll wear this type of fragrances. I know that it's going to be in a position where if I'm sweating, it's going to come off even more, and it complements it. It might sound a little, you know, weird, but when you sweat with this on, it does project more. Is this a beastly fragrance? No. It's thick and kind of mild at the same time. It doesn't project across the room. No, it stays a little bit further than an arm length away from you. Probably an arm length and a half. And it's wafts of it. It's not constant. It's not a constant reminder that you have it on. It, like, you smell it for like 3-4 hours, and it's there strong at the beginning, and then it kind of dies off, and then it comes back, wafts, maybe a half hour later, waft, another, you know, smell of it, and it's waves of each thing coming in there. I don't, like I said, I don't get benzoin too much, and I credit some of the sweetness to the saffron, but I think that what I get straight up is rose, oud, patchouli. Those are the three, and that's the wafts I get of this, and it's very pleasing. It's one of a kind, definitely, no doubt about it. I always get this stamp of approval. I try to see if my wife likes a fragrance. I mean, it's always me. I buy the fragrances for me, but it's always a plus when I know that she enjoyed it too, because then I can wear it more around her. And this one she really enjoys, so that gives me a little confident boost when I'm like, oh, I'm about to wear this, and I know she's gonna be, on my arm or want to get closer to me. So, like I said, you guys, you got to check this out. I know that it's a limited run of it. It's still out there. Don't get, panicked or anything like that. Contact Neiman Marcus in Las Vegas, or definitely check out, if you're in Maryland, Chevy Chase. They can order it. I just went to Neiman Marcus in Las Vegas because there's no tax over there. Side note, to Guerlain. This fragrance in the private collection. These fragrances cost a grip. And a grip means a lot of money. These are $260 plus. $290 for the Middle Eastern line. It would be a great benefit to us as your customers to do refills of these bottles, because it doesn't make sense to pay $270 for 70 mil and then have to throw away the bottle when the top comes off and you can simply refill it. This would increase your revenue because people will continuously buy the fragrance, and also it would take away from us having to worry about purchasing something that doesn't need to be purchased over. Take a page out of by Killian's, book, and make refillable bottles for your customers. We would appreciate it. We would love you for it. And that's just my opinion. With that said, guys, this is a great fragrance. Check it out. Get a bottle if you can. And definitely enjoy smelling great. And like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, dislike if you don't like it. And yeah, man. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.